we have no clue like what kind of area this is in either. Guys, welcome to this video. This is gonna be our trip to New Jersey, and it's gonna be Gianni's first time flying. Sorry, we're in the car driving right now. I totally woke up way too late. I woke up like, what was it, like 20 minutes before we had to leave.
No. 20. We woke up at about 4:40. And we were
woke up at
supposed
the
to
time we were supposed to leave.
We woke up when we were supposed to leave.
Yeah. So we're running a little behind here. Tyler said I woke up in the middle of the night and like was doing something weird, but what was I doing to?
All of a sudden I was woken up and Liv was just sitting up in bed. And I was like, hey, what's going on? And she just was babbling about toothpaste. I don't know what was going on. And I knew she was like making no sense. So I was like, hey, what's going on? And she's like, I gotta get the toothpaste. It's the toothpaste. And I was like, okay, what's actually going on? And I probably did that about 5 times. Never got the answer. So at the end, I was just like, okay, at least let me just say, well, what time is it? And she says 2:40. So I'm like, okay, we got some time. We don't have to get up until, well, I know she didn't want to get up till 3:30. So I was like, okay, we're good. Close my eyes, fall back asleep right away. Next thing I know, I'm getting woken up and Liv's like, it's 4:40, we gotta go. I'm like, oh my goodness.
I remember waking up and then I turned off all my alarms, which was the first mistake. I should have left at least like 1 alarm still on.
At least 3 alarms on for you.
But I was like, I'm just gonna lay here 1 more minute. And I definitely laid there at least 1 more minute.
Oh, you laid there.
I laid there an extra hour, so.
Long story short, we're 20 minutes behind schedule.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah,
Probably
so we're
25.
gonna probably show up like a half hour before the plane leaves. Yeah, so this will be interesting. Gianni's probably gonna be screaming the whole time, and we're gonna be running around the airport.
Hey, but he's not screaming now.
No, when I got him up though, he's screaming so terrible. But
we'll love him through
it'll be a great adventure for his first flight. Okay, I just wanted to come on here and explain some things because I didn't really like explain anything this whole time we were gone just because it was so busy. But the only clip I took on the plane ride was of Gianni sleeping, which makes it look like it was a great plane ride, great first plane experience for Gianni. But we got there and everyone was already boarded on our plane and we were like going through security. Luckily, the Marquette airport's really small. Like you get there, there's security right there, and then there's like 3 different like doors to get on planes, all in just one big room. So we didn't have to like run down and like find our terminal or anything like that. So Tyler got through security first and I was like trying to pull out baby food and anything liquid out of our suitcases, all that stuff. And I'm like, Tyler, just go tell them at our terminal right there that we're like getting on this plane, because like I didn't want them to leave without us. And so we finally get on the plane, and when we like booked our tickets, I didn't realize I had to sit on the right side of the plane with Gianni, but I had booked Tyler's ticket for the left side. So the flight attendant was trying to get someone to switch so that we could sit beside each other on the plane. And this whole time I'm sitting up front with Gianni and he's just crying because it's like, I think it's like 6 in the morning or something was the plane ride. We finally got back to our seats. I'm like, everyone probably hates us right now because we're late, first of all. And second, we have a screaming baby and we're going past. We had to like walk all the way to the back. So we had to walk past everyone. And luckily, once I got down and I was like feeding Gianni, then he fell asleep and he slept like the whole plane ride, I think, except for like the last 15 minutes, but then he was like happy the whole time. But that just explains Gianni's first plane experience. So now we'll get back to once we landed and we were on our way to the hotel. Alright, it's gonna be our first time out into New Jersey. We're gonna walk to the grocery store.
Because if we were to buy food, we would have $0 left in our bank account.
We would need to take out a small loan to eat. Let me clean this camera. She's excited. Are you excited to go on a walk? I brought his sunscreen and a little hat too in case we're in the sun because it's really hot out there and he's like never been in the sun. So we're gonna go for a walk and we will let you know. We have no clue like what kind of area this is in either. But it's gonna be an adventure here in New Jersey. We made it to a sidewalk. Now we've got to chill. I'll be there in 5, Ty. We've got the groceries. Oh, a little off-road in there. Ty just said it was fun, but we're on our way back now. And we should have enough, hopefully, for the weekend. We might just order a couple meals here and there. But that's what's going on.
$50, we're all set.
Okay, I think that's all we pretty much did the first day, which was just walk to the grocery store, which I think was like a 15 or 20-minute walk. I can't really remember, but it was a pretty long walk and it was like 85 degrees outside that day. It was so hot. And we had like no clue where we were going. Like half of it was like no sidewalk. You were just on this like the side of the road, or we would like walk with Gianni in the grass in the stroller. But it was definitely not like I don't think it was meant to be walked that route. But then we went back to the hotel and I think we all slept for like 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours, because Gianni like needed to go back for his nap anyway. And then we just made food that night and just hung out the rest of the time. And then the next day was Friday. I don't think I filmed anything this day because Tyler had the rehearsal, I think at 3 o'clock, I wanna say. And then after that, they went to the bachelor party. So they were gone like all day. Like I think he was gone from like 3 to probably midnight. I don't know. I think I fell asleep before he got back. So Tyler was gone the whole day basically. So it was just me and Gianni in the hotel room. And then Tyler's friend Connor, not the one getting married, but the Connor that was also in the wedding party, his fiance, Lauren, was there. But then she hung out with us in the room as well. I think it was for like 8 hours. We were just in the hotel room. But then the next day we took a bus to New York City. We walked to Times Square and then we went to a restaurant and ate, and I have a clip of Gianni like taking a nap there. It's so cute. And then we went to Central Park. We walked down there.
Golf, no one told us to put it on. It's kind of like outside. Yeah. We gotta go nuts.
And then Monday morning we took an Uber to the airport. It was another 6 a.m. flight, but Gianni did like perfect this time. And we were, I think, more prepared because I like kind of knew what to expect with him. So the first flight he did perfect from Newark to Detroit, and then we had to take a second flight from Detroit to Marquette. I think we got like halfway there, but then they had to turn around because they said the flaps weren't working on the plane. So we had to go back to Detroit, and it probably was like after we landed, probably like an hour until we were on the next plane, and then he ended up sleeping that whole plane ride too. So he did great for all 3 plane rides that day. But I would say my main tips are feed the baby when you're taking off, because then they'll fall asleep and hopefully sleep the whole time. And then I had like wipes to wipe down everything on the plane so I didn't feel like nervous about him touching all the germy stuff. And then also I would say get things that can like clip the toys onto the baby. So like get toys that you can put like a pacifier clip onto, or like little like toy chain pieces to clip them to the baby so they can't like drop them all over the nasty floor and stuff. I would also say like snacks, food, videos to entertain the baby on the plane and in the airport. And then also, oh, we brought a stroller, which I really liked because then I could like walk him around the airport in that, and then it was just easier. You didn't have to carry like your bags and the baby. You could just push Gianni in the stroller, and it worked out great. That was our trip to New Jersey. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like it down below and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of the other videos we have coming up, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.